morning, family. Hello, hello. I was just taking a moment to share this out so you would know I'm here. Good morning, Deirdre. All right. Any help sharing is greatly appreciated. I'm just putting it into some of the groups now. And see if we can get the family in here. Pat Moss, good afternoon. Andrew Gregg, hello, darling. All right, so it is shared. Let's hope people can find it and get in here and check in. It's Tuesday. It's time to be grateful, right? And I see I forgot to change this over. So this is the Morning Cuppa. And give me one thing you're grateful for this morning on this Thankful Tuesday, the second day of a brand new year. How was the first day? How was your New Year's beginning? Let's do some check-in on that. Good morning, Kathleen. Good morning, sweet Queen Josephine. It was so good to see you a couple of days ago. So, how y'all doing? Hopefully well. Let's go into our hearts. Annie Banani, good morning to you, sweetheart, and good morning, Grayson, and Happy New Year. All right, hand on the heart. Slow down the breath. Slow down the brain. And add in that love. Love is our essence. It's what we are made of. What we come from and where we return back to when we no longer need this human vessel. So go into that place that is pure, unconditional love in your heart. And just be in that energy. Say to yourself, I love you. You are magnificent. Breathe it out. Relax the body. Just get ready to be in bliss for the next 45 minutes, sitting together in love. Deirdre is grateful for my last cup of moon water coffee. Ooh, I am grateful for this cup of coffee. Grateful for Joanne that the coffee was perking when I walked into the kitchen. And Annie, thankful to spend time with my sons. Cheers to that, Annie. Pat Moss, grateful I'm following my heart and having magic days. Yay! That's a big yay. Auntie Jean Lorio, good morning. It's time to make the donuts. If you are old enough to remember the Dunkin' Donuts commercial, I certainly do. I think of that when I'm way out on the West Coast and it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm opening my eyes. Time to make the donuts. Julie Kiss, good morning. Were your ears ringing yesterday because Joanne and I were talking about you? More specifically, we're talking about upstate New York and the possibility of coming up that way, maybe for a retreat. It's one of the places on my list. I'm narrowing it down to where that's going to happen this year. We are going to have a retreat. I don't have the month, day, or location at this point. So that's all being narrowed down and waiting for the angels to put their check mark on it. Julie's grateful for God giving me my beautiful grandson. Congratulations. And Catherine DeSanti, good morning to you, sweet one. Kathy Hand, good morning. Josie, grateful for waking up not crying. Oh, sweetheart. You are in our hearts always. And let's call Ricky in. Somebody get that pirate in here to hug on his woman. Joanne Castrillo, good morning. Thank you for the coffee, Joanne. I was just saying how nice it was to walk in the kitchen and there's the coffee percolating and waiting for me to pour it into a cup. Okay, so keep checking in. Keep letting me know how you're doing. Calling in our other P's. We're missing some P's, like our Blue Jean, Linda Lemieux. So type their names in to tag them on Facebook and see if we can get them in here. And whoever else might be missing. Auntie Jean, I'm grateful for just being this morning and having a chance to love more and more. Well, I don't know if you've had a chance to read the blog yet, Auntie Jean. I'm going to read it right now. But it's called Seeing Love. Good morning, Robin Waters Dykes. Chilly, heavy frost, 28 degrees. Ooh, you keep that, okay? I'll take the 56 degrees here and be happy about it. And Julie says, yes, upstate is beautiful in the summer. ADK is the most wonderful place on earth. Okay. Kathleen, does anyone else have the video freezing up? I hope not. I hope it's going strong. Let me know if there's an issue with it. And you may just have to refresh, Kathleen. Just refresh your screen and see if that fixes the problem. Okay, so the angels are continuing. This is the very first blog of 2024. And of course, it's about love. It's called Seeing Love. Mary Perron from A Course in Love says, the heart yearns for what is like itself. Thus love yearns for love. In our daily lives, it's easy to overlook the spiritual essence of love. We become caught up in the busyness of our routines, our to-do lists, demands from others, and allow the superficial distractions of the world to cloud our vision. But love, when truly seen and felt, has the power to awaken our souls and open our eyes to the beauty that surrounds us. Love is present in everything around us. The laughter of children, the gentle breeze, and the warmth of the sun on our face are all manifestations of love and can guide us towards a newfound appreciation for life's simple pleasures. This is how we can, quote, see love in action. Dear angels, I understand how we can observe the evidence of love in our lives, but how do we see it when we are alone? How do we see it without seeing the evidence of its presence? Dear ones, love is a force that emanates from the very core of your being, connecting you to something greater than yourselves. It is through love that you tap into the universal energy that binds you as one, reminding you that you are interconnected and interdependent. It requires faith to see the essence of love, as it is not something you can touch and hold. We invite you to keep returning to your divine innocence, where you accepted the knowingness of who you truly are. In that state, there was no questioning of love. You remembered your magnificence and did not need confirmation from anyone of the love contained inside of you. It was always present, always your reason for being. If there was no one else but you in your divine state of being, you would not be alone because you were immersed in love. Love, in its spiritual form, is a profound force that transcends your mortal existence. When you open your hearts and truly see love, it becomes a catalyst for transformation as your divine being awakens within you. By acknowledging love's presence in every aspect of your lives, you unlock the potential for healing, growth, and a deeper connection with the world and yourselves. So embrace the power of love and allow it to guide you towards a life filled with purpose, compassion, and profound joy. For love is not only something you seek, but a divine energy that resides within you, calling more of the same to yourself, like a magnet. Dear angels, today I promise to be more open to love and truly see its essence in my life. And Jean, you loved it. I did too. I loved the message. And I just discovered this book that I'm studying. It's so beautiful. It's called A Course in Love. And at this point, I highly recommend it. I've just started it, but check it out. There's something that's there that you resonate with. Awesome. Like anything, look at it. If it's not for you, then leave it. But it's just my recommendation that so far, delving into it has been a beautiful experience. Finding out all this wonderful ooey gooey stuff about love. Okay, so Julie is 26 in upstate New York. I'll be holding off on coming in there. I'll be in there when it's not 26 degrees, but a little bit warmer than that. Deirdre has 30. And Robin says, beautiful, I'm grateful for your messages. Oh, thank you, Robin. I'm grateful to be a conduit for Spirit to talk through and to bring those messages to all of us for our benefit and our spiritual growth. Kathy, I am grateful to be receiving a message from Spirit and angels that this is a year of giving for me, not necessarily monetarily, but more from my heart and soul. That's the best giving, Kathy. That's really what it's all about. Money is transient. Money comes and goes, and it's not going to be what we take with us when we leave this earthly world. So I'm so happy that you got that message. Auntie Jean's having a warm spell. It's 41. I still got you beat, so come on out to Florida. All right, so let me see. There's the Kuan Yin cards. I put them beside me so it'd be easy to get to. Deirdre, I most certainly can email you the blog. Let me see. If you're a member on my website, I think it automatically emails it out to you. So I'll make sure that you are a member there. All right. Kuan Yin, starting out this brand new year, what do you need us to know? Oh, thank you, Robin, for coming in for a moment and give our love to your mom, Jewel. We love her so much. And can we all remember our Suzanne today for what she's going through? She's taking beautiful little Sam in for his last moments with her as Sam on this earthly plane. I know she'll see him again. So let's remember that heartache, though, that we go through as humans when we release one of our beautiful ones. All right. The message from Kuan Yin for us today is an oasis of hope. The successes that seem impossible are all the more precious for their unlikelihood. These are reminders of divine power, the triumph of hope, of winning against all the odds. Remember that life thrives, hidden even in the desert. Do not give up hope. Believe in the inevitability of your beautiful destiny. Holding on to hope. And let's call in our hope this morning. Somebody please tag her and let her know that we are waiting for her arrival here at the family. All right, so yeah, so a beautiful way to start the year, thinking about love and hope, and it feels hopeful. I don't know if any of you listened to Michelle Landers yesterday. Michelle gave the numerological forecast for 2024, and I did not get to hear all of it. I was on the phone for part of it, so I did miss all that was being said, and I'm going to have to go in today and re-listen to that. But she always gives a forecast at the beginning of each year and at the beginning of each month of what the numbers are showing, and the numbers don't lie. She has done several readings for me and spelled out my numerological chart and what that might be like coming forward. So I trust Michelle. I trust that she is hearing spirit and she's totally guided when she does those messages. Oh, thank you, Kathy. The vet's coming to her home. Okay, at 2 p.m. Yes, we will definitely lift her up. That will be right after the World Peace Meditation. So we'll all be in our hearts and just loving on Suzanne as she releases Sam's energy. Mom is listening. Hello, Sweet Hope, and hello. It's probably Montana that's on with us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for letting Hope listen to the morning show, and everyone here that just sends our love, lifting her up and praying for 2024 to be the year of healing for our Hope Wellington Marshall. And let's intend that. Let's set our intentions together. Yesterday was so beautiful with the Zoom meeting. Y'all are magnificent. And just the love you share with each other and the messages that you gave from your heart for our family for this year. That was a special, beautiful day for me. So let's send some love Hope's way. Let's lift her up right now and wrap our arms of love around her. And cheers to you over there, Ms. Hope, and praying that you're feeling better and better every day. Okay, well, pretty soon there's going to be a new Midnight Calls with the Angels, and there's going to be a new tiny book of angel messages. I don't know if the titles are going to stay the same and just be like a new version, 1, 2, 3. I don't know yet. I haven't sat with the angels to ask them that specific question. But I do have all of the messages together and ready to be put into print form. So that's going to happen soon. There are so many things happening this month. We have a healing circle coming up this Saturday with 10 million for world peace. That happens right after the meditation. So around 1:30-ish, we will gather those who have signed up for the healing circle. And Marbeth Dunn, Kumari Mullen, and myself will be guiding the healing session. And then right after that, if you signed up for an individual healing circle, we will be giving more specific attention to what your needs are individually. So I'm excited about this healing circle. The next Saturday begins our 3-month journey together of being empowered through our emotions. It's supersize emotional empowerment. If you haven't signed up yet, I gave you all a really great price for that. And I hope that you'll take advantage and come in with the other P's who will be there to work on our emotions and how we can really thrive this year. That's my desire, for you to thrive. It's all about becoming more empowered and learning how to work with our emotions so that they don't take over and just run our lives. Okay, so what we got going on? Kathleen says, Suzanne Millard, knowing God's love and strength is with you. Absolutely. And from Auntie Jean, Suzanne, we share your pain, knowing how it feels to love so much. You are willing to do what is best for Sam. We are all with you, holding hands with our sister in caring love. Yes, we are. And Kathleen says, Dear Hope Wellington Marshall, you are on your way to perfect health. Nothing can stop you. Absolutely. Our Hope is so resilient, and Hope, you just have a heart of gold. It's because you give so much that you are receiving right now this love from all of us. What you put out is magnetized back to you. That was part of the message from the angels, that love is seeking the same. What we are made of is seeking more of that same energy to be connected. And that's the oneness. That is the field of oneness, the field of infinite potential. As we go into the oneness, we know that anything is possible. We know that we can get up and walk, even though our legs are saying no. We know they have the ability to do so. And I am working right now on a new, it's a new healing session that I will be doing, where trauma is going to be diminished as far as the effects of it, wherever there's been a trauma in our life, how we can diminish what's happening currently because that trauma happened at some point in our timeline. And I've been playing with it, working with it with my own self, you all know I have a need that sometimes misbehaves, and I've been using this new modality, and it has to do with energy. So pretty soon I'm going to be sharing that and doing sessions, and I might do, like I did with Time Heals, I might just gather a group of people and people coming in voluntarily and working with you and seeing how it plays out and what the angels are saying about it. So keep in mind that that's going to happen. Auntie Jean says, Hope, Happy New Year, our beautiful British family. We love you all. Wish we could hug you all. We're praying for all of you. We certainly are. All right, how about a couple of messages from what now will be the old tiny book. As soon there will be a new tiny book. And let's just remember each other today in love and lift each other up with love and hope in our hearts. So what do the angels want us to know today? Is there a page that we can pull from that will give us that perfect message? And I'm going to sip some coffee while I wait for the numbers. Kathleen, there's not an angel circle. There's the healing circle this coming Saturday at around 1:30ish. We begin. You can sign up for that on 10millionforworldpeace.org. And then the class that I'm teaching for 3 months begins on the 13th of January. All right, so Annie says, page 14. And did we call in our Sally and Tony? Somebody yell out to them and see if they're coming in here. I'm sorry, Josie, I didn't see you. Page 5. Okay, so we'll go to 5 and then 14. Page 5. When you start trying to limit yourself spiritually, you have fallen back into the ego way of thinking with punishment and control. Your freedom to choose is not conditional. So choosing to think that you're limited is only going to bring you spiraling down in your energy field. We make choices every moment, and if we choose to stay in love, to stay in our hearts, to stay in our high vibration, no matter what, then we're going to rise up above any situation that comes up. So that was from Josie. Josie, I would say to you that this message means for you to keep on staying in your heart and keep on moving forward. And I know you have come into this year with intentions, with a belief that you can, and yes, you can. You can do whatever you put your mind to do. So take that to heart and really feel that energy of your power, your magnificence, because you can do anything you want. And I know that you're going to do wonderful things this year. I know you're going to have some adventures, and I'm so excited about that. And I know Ricky will be right there in the passenger seat every bit of the way as you go. It's going to be a learning and growing experience for you. And I know Rick is very happy about that. He wants you to venture out. He wants you to see the world and to be around the P's and be around those that support and love you. Okay, so we had then page 14 for Annie Banani. And then we go to Jeans, which is page 47. Okay, page 14. We encourage you, divine ones, to stand in your divine beingness of love and light. Set your boundaries of what you will allow in your life. Do not let anyone disrespect you or harm you in any way. You do not deserve such behavior. Truth. Yeah, so true. Setting boundaries. You know, sometimes that can be very hard, especially when it involves a loved one, and having to be strong, having to stand firm and say, this is the way it is. And yeah, there's compromise in certain things, but you have to know what you're willing to do. What are you willing to accept in your life? And do not accept abuse in any form. I encourage you to really look at that. If there's something that's going on and it's crossing a line, do not accept it. You're not deserving of any of that. You're worthy of having love, of having light in your life. And just like the message from the angels, our heart, our whole being is seeking more of what we are. And we are love. So always remember that you are love and seek that. So thank you for picking that, Annie. And Annie says, I honestly think of my family. Yeah. Love you so much, darling. All right, page 47. Message number 5 is what our dear Auntie Jean wants. Let's see what our wise guru has picked out for us. The kindness you show your fellow beings brings blessings on so many levels and creates a ripple effect out into the world. Boy, does it ever. You know, when we think about shining our light and sending that wave, and it goes forward as a wave. If you can see energy, you know what I'm talking about, because it's like little dots that are just flowing together. And when we see the love coming from our heart, it's like this energy just keeps moving forward and forward in ripples. And so, Jean, thank you so much for bringing that to our attention and for bringing this message to us this morning. Love you so much, Auntie Jean. All right, so Kathy wants page 50, and then we'll go into our prayer time. So let me put that up here. If there's anything, any prayer request, then please let us know that. Page 50. Focus more on what you can do than what you cannot do. And I'm going to add to that. I would say focus more on what you want than on what you don't want. What we focus on expands. What we are holding in our minds, that's what we create. So if we're holding in our minds what we don't want, we're going to see more of that. More evidence of lack, more evidence of conflict, contrast, that lower vibration. So I would say to focus on love. Focus on, that's why we do vision boards. Focus on what you want. What do you want to call to you? What do you want to be present in your life? And Neville Goddard teaches us that when we can focus on it and hold it in our heart as real, see it in our minds just like it's already happened, it's already a done deal, that's when we manifest it. That's when it just automatically shows up for us. So focus on what you want. Focus on what feels good. And focus on love. Kathy Caputo, please add Donna Roth to the prayer list. She broke her ankle yesterday. Certainly will, Kathleen. Thank you. And Julie says, the Great Pine is one good place in Inlet, New York. Good place to stay on the water for a retreat. Thank you, Julie. I'm going to be checking out some retreat places this week. There's one in North Carolina that has come to my attention, so that's a possibility as well. But we'll look at all of these. I think it's going to be on the East Coast, you guys. And I think it's, I know it's going to be spectacular wherever we go, and however that comes about, it's going to be the peace gathering together. And what can be better than that, right? What can be better than getting hugs from those that we love so much? Okay, so I think I don't see any other prayer requests. Let's, as always, keep our hope lifted up. Yes, absolutely, Auntie Jean. You know me. I don't like cold weather. So it's definitely going to be in warm weather. I don't know where it's going to be yet, but I'm looking. And if anyone wants to help me with that, I take all the help I can get when there's tasks to be done, because I've got so much on the stove right now that's boiling, and I have to pay attention to a lot of things. So anything that you can help me with is certainly appreciated. We're starting a couple of new programs with angel speakers, and that's also takes time and attention, and I appreciate those who have already started looking at resources and ways that we can bring that to fruition. Deirdre, thank you. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who walk on her back, for world peace, for attention to human trafficking, and support for parents of addicted children of the light. Thank you, honey. And Julie Kiss, prayers for all in need. Auntie Jean, does it have to be in the East? One thing I'm looking at, Jean, is easy access to wherever we're going to be. So I'm looking at like airports or travel time, things like that. So I'm not saying set in stone that it won't be or has to be in the East, but I'm going with whatever the angels say. So wherever they guide it, that's where it's going to be. And I know, but we want to get you out here, Jean. The peas out in the East want to love on you and hold you up and be there with you. So we'll see what happens. All right, so let's go into our hearts in this time we have left. Just again, take that deep breath into your heart. Wrap your arms of love around you, just as the angels are going to do so. And release and relax. Continue to do that breathing where you focus on your heart. And let's call in Archangel Raphael. There's so much healing that's needed right now in our world. So we ask Raphael to bring the energy of healing to us. Anyone who needs healing in any manner, whether that's physical and you can identify a part of your body that's not doing so well, let's just ask Raphael to touch anyone right now who's undergoing a physical challenge. I'm thinking of Deirdre with her eye, Julie with your arm, our beautiful Hope, praying for overall healing for you, Hope. Praying for emotional healing for Suzanne today, for Kathy, for Joanne, anyone going through a struggle right now. Let's call in Michael. Michael can come in and cut cords to things that we're holding on to, things that no longer serve us. We don't need to hold on to anger, grief. Grief is necessary, but we don't want to live there and stay there forever. So asking Michael to cut some cords so we can float up above, swim through the air like the butterfly. Let's call in Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel helps us to understand, brings us clarity, and brings us messages. So what message is he bringing to you? Open your spiritual ears. Listen. Listen for the whisper. Listen for the clarity. Listen for direction. That's Gabriel. And as we call in Archangel Uriel, feel your energy more grounded, more balanced, more stable. Uriel helps us connect in with Mama Gaia, going all the way down to her core and being really recharged and revitalized. Cells being repaired. Just feel it. Feel the essence as these powerful angels help us and surround us. And they're not going anywhere. The angels don't go away. They're always with us. So always take advantage. If there's something going on, if it's a healing that's needed, if it's courage, if it's clarity, if it's connection, whatever it is. And you don't have to remember their names. Just say, the angel that's going to help me, please help me now. They're so beautiful. They're just smiling and dancing at the moment, holding us up in our magnificent being selves. So just accept, align, and allow with your energy. Be the best you can be. Be the most magnificent being, shining light out of your heart, seeking what's already in your heart, which is love. And as we seek love among each other, We show compassion. We lift up loved ones. We lift up that long list of names. That's our mission. Our mission to hold others as they go through their fires. I'm thinking of my sweet friend Jeanette Wasilowski. Her father's in the hospital right now. So if we could lift Jeanette, the struggles that she's been through this year with family members, her son, especially lifting him up. Robin Waters Dykes and her mom Jewel, our Auntie Jean Loria. Anyone going through your struggles, Annie Banani, loving on you and your family, and Sweet Grayson, all of you that are here present, just lifting you up, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be at this moment. There's no accidents or coincidences. You came in here this morning for love, and it's my hope and my desire that your cup was filled full of that love, that what you needed, what you were seeking, found you, that the love we pour forth here as a family will sustain you going forth in your day. Hold it in your heart. Hold this moment together and remember it every time your vibration starts to get low. Every time you go out of your heart, come right back into your heart with love and gratitude. I'm so grateful for all of you. I'm so grateful for Joanne and her family, for time spent together. I'm grateful for Mary, so giving and so loving, and lifting her and her family up. So let's lift each other through love and gratitude. We do this every day. That's how we end our day. So let's do it now. I'm going to put up the words. And what we say to each other is, thank you. I love you. So let's do that. Good morning, Charlie Coons. And oh, Julie, we love you so much. We want you completely healed. No more pain. Everything working perfectly, and claim that. Write it down somewhere. Everything is working perfectly. Oh, our Gracie is here. Grace Isis. Hello, hello. And let's get Leo singing to us. Come on, Leo, you can do better than that. Well, every time I try to set the phone down, it stops. I guess I'll hold it. Good morning, Mary Crincoli. Alright, where are we? Julie Kiss. Deirdre. Love you so much, Deirdre. Pat Moss. There's our Grace Isis. Charles. Kathleen. Morning, Mary. You were in our prayers today. But full of joy. Thank you, Charlie. Oh, sweet Hope. Love you so very much. Oh, Deirdre, are you seeing the message from Hope? It's interesting, we've had so many with eye problems this year. I was thinking about that earlier and what that might represent. Being able to see clearly, being able to see what's in front of us. Oh, sweet Hope. That's awesome. Well, we're going to pray you get some good rest this week. Namaste, y'all. Full of joy. Ooh, thank you, Leo. And today at 1:11 p.m. Eastern Time, we will do the meditation for world peace. If you haven't joined us yet, I encourage you to do so. And there's our website, 10millionforworldpeace.org, and you can go there and sign up for the Healing Circle that's coming up Saturday. You can sign up for our newsletter, for a recorded meditation that I have that you can download and just be in our energy. Auntie Jean says, I think we are having a change in focus this year and our eyes are reacting to that change. Focus on the good, just like we said, right, Jean? Focus on what we do want and leave all that rest behind. So I'm going to leave you with stay in your heart, stay blessed, and what a beautiful beginning to a beautiful year together. Namaste, y'all. Bye now.